All right, let's go.
Tom.
The Carter 6. Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, you sound excited.
I am now.
I'm the opposite. I was excited, and then I went online, bro.
I've seen stuff online in terms of reviews, in terms of, like tweets that this is bad.
It's not looking too good, but I'm open-minded because it's Wayne.
When I upload this and you see the time and you're like, the album's longer.
You know what I find? I was watching one video yesterday. I haven't heard anything from this album yet. I'm literally listening to everything with you, okay? But I found it very interesting when people were critiquing what they did here. They were like, I don't want to disrespect him, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, Lil Wayne is highly respected in the hip hop community, even more than P. Diddy. Even more than Snoop Dogg, because he at one time was a very, very amazing lyricist. And I got to watch Lil Wayne because I went to college in Mississippi. I went to Jackson State University from 1998. I graduated in 2002. So I went in the height of the Cash Money, No Limit era, okay? The first night I got to Jackson State, I heard the original Back That Ass Up at a club in some juke joint that DJ Jubilee was being played at. And if you know who DJ Jubilee is, then you really know Dirty South hip hop. Okay. But I remember when Lil Wayne was on Project Chick and he sounded like trash. And I was like, damn, that nigga ugly and he can't rap. And I was so proud to hear him grow into an actual lyricist, right? And so from what I'm understanding now, that respect is still among us. But people are having a hard time really, really going in and saying what they really want to say about this album because they're like, man, I just don't want to disrespect him. Not because nobody is scared of him. I mean, I'm sure he got shooters. But also because he is highly respected in the hip hop community. Even though he's never been a successful husband. Even though his daughter is turning out to want to be a stripper. Okay, even though he's probably a private failure, he is really highly respected in the hip hop community. And so we may not even really hear people say what they really, 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 really want to say. I'm sure if it was Drake, they would go all the way the fuck in because he's lost a lot of respect. But I just want to cover what we're watching with that because I definitely noticed that.
Because, I just was probably like, nah, I'm sorry. Go home, Weezy. Go home.
I'm just too excited, bro. Y'all know Wayne is one of my all-time favorite artists, man. Like, real talk.
We gonna kick it off like this, man. Wayne is a legend, bro. He a legend.
See what I mean?
He was the big dog. Like, what y'all think of Kendrick right now? Wayne had that for years.
Absolutely. He changed hip-hop in a lot of ways.
What this sounded like by like track 3 or 4.
Oh,
yeah,
shit,
we don't get into
scared.
it, man. See what Wayne got in this.
Let's just get to it, bro.
Without further ado,
I think the intro should be good. Let's see.
Weezy, King Carter, let's get it.
Let's get
Young
it.
Money's king, no throne too high. He changed the game.
True.
His mark was made.
All right, I won't lie. This intro
That's
has me
fire.
questioning all this shit that.
I like
That's
that.
why I stay away from that shit.
This sound like a graduation speech.
No, it sounds like a last
I'm
album.
getting like a Vitamin C's as we grow up vibes from this, huh?
King Carter, nigga.
King Carter.
sound like he about to go in. Like,
King Carter.
He about to go in.
I would have loved to hear Wayne rap on this beat though. This is it was epic. I'm like, Wayne, bro,
That's
that's a
beautiful.
nice bed of rice they just left for you, bro.
You know who I know would have taken full advantage of that? Meek Mill. He loves something like that. So he could so he could yell like somebody stole his bike.
Oh, that's just a little intro. That's a little intro. I like that. A little intro.
Thank you, Lisa.
Ambiance, a little ambiance and shit.
Intro epic. Guitar everywhere you can't sell. Show me something.
I mean, it was a good intro. It's like a godly intro right there.
Okay.
Let's get it.
Okay, there was no rapping to that.
No rapping.
Why did I thought there'd be rapping there?
Okay, I don't think niggas know what they talking about. Lil Wayne is the greatest. Next song, Welcome to the Carter.
Intro leading into the first song, titles, and the way it sounds. I'm here. Welcome to the Carter and King Carter. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm here.
I like the little guitar riff or solo that they had at the end.
All right, so this is the first official song, Welcome to the Carter.
Okay.
I'm a little nervous.
Me too.
Welcome to the Carter.
Young money, we're rolling.
I check the support. I got time. This beat is hard.
Look how clear he sound. I ain't heard no auto tune.
But the production isn't that
So
great.
what is it about
Hey,
this song y'all ain't
notes
rocking
on
with, though?
Nadre.
Is it the sample on it? Because he got
Gotta
the
be a
bars.
G
The
to the
bars
day I
on it
die.
is hard. The sample is a little more like an old school type of sample right here.
Yeah.
He got some bars on this one though, man. He got some classic, vintage Wayne bars on this one.
And I deserve my standard superb. Family first, family second, family third.
Ooh.
Family first, family second, family
He rapping.
third.
Already. He rap.
And let me just let you guys know, I am going to continue to let my background music play in the background. I have a broadcast degree. I studied copyright law, so I understand what I have to do to keep myself safe. And I still get blocked in many territories. But I don't want to get a copyright strike for this particular video we're watching. I'd rather the entire live get blocked in many territories than get a copyright strike on my channel for not protecting my neck. So the little background music will be playing, just so you know. That's not a production mistake.
He said family first, family second, family third. That means there's nothing more important than family. Family over everything.
But your daughter keeps showing her ass everywhere, literally, trying to get the same attention as women who grew up being molested and raped. So help me understand that. And you ain't got no wife to speak of. Baby mamas, yes. Wife, never. So family who? Family where? I mean, it sounds good on paper, but let's continue.
Everything.
Don't you?
This nigga rapping, dog.
I still eat the rappers.
Smoking on a pure L, no saying it. Oh, he's snapping on this first one.
But why does it sound like a demo? Why does it sound like a demo? It didn't sound like they finished the production.
Am I being tricked? I like this so far. Hold up. Hold on. Hold on. Get me right, man. I like this so far. We do it.
And the white man tomorrow. I done said it before. I'm already ready.
It's not bad. He got better in the tank though, but it's not bad.
I love the start, bro.
Yeah.
3 solid verses. I believe it was 3.
Yep.
3 solid verses. When I thought he was done, he came back and gave me one more, which is, well, 2.
Because Lil Sexy Red is number one. I understand that. But if you are a hip-hopper, and you've been listening to hip-hop since before you were allowed to, those are not bars. Just because it rhymes doesn't make it a bar. Nate, you said, wait, he loves it. He don't care what anybody thinks. I mean, obviously. He should have just made an album for himself to listen to. I make music all the time you'll never hear. I make shows you'll never see. Just for my own enjoyment. I have whole productions on this channel that are private that you will never ever see. Because I didn't think it was good enough to put out there. But I enjoyed what I did for myself. And I was like, yep, I'm going to stop right there. I'm not going to put no more work into this because what I did was good enough for me. It's not good enough for me to share with my audience or ask them to pay for or buy a ticket to see. We'll see.
Did you just say Wayne? Wayne, it's 20.
That was elementary.
Help me help you, bro.
That was not a bar. Hiccup.
I'm scared to go to the features, cause
now I see what people were talking
We ain't
about.
gonna talk about it. We ain't gonna talk about it.
See,
I mean,
I told you these niggas ain't gonna go in on him like they really want to, because Lil Wayne still got respect in the community. Okay, we gonna see. This my first time hearing any of it, and so far it's the intro didn't have him rapping, but it sounded good. It was good music. The first song was I, for nostalgia's sake. This one, I probably would skip.
I feel like maybe those dropped like 2017 some shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Now,
it was something.
Let me say this.
Interesting. Like the little commercial song.
When the Carter 5 first came out, I remember we were in China listening to it in my apartment during the pandemic. And I said, he made these songs in 2004 and he been sitting on them. Because everything sounded like 2004. Or maybe 5 or 6. Everybody wants 100 on every song. Abso-fucking-lutely. That's the standard. It's called excellence. Everybody wants 100 on every goddamn song. Otherwise, you trash it or you save it for an unreleased album. And then you realize why they never released it. See, back in the day, back in my mom and daddy's day, what they would do is they had an A side, because this was when they did vinyl records. Y'all saw my daddy's record on the screen. They had an A side and they had a B side. The first song you heard was my daddy's A side. Then he would put the music that wasn't as great on the B side. So the first music you heard on that album was fucking fire. You could make love to it. You could cook to it. You could smoke to it. You could clean the house to it. But then if you had to get up and go, turn that record over, you knew it was going to just be some, okay, this is the end of the album. And that's why they always put the gospel song last. This is the second song on the album, and literally, I can guarantee you these songs aren't more than 3 minutes long. So, like, yes, everybody wants 100 on every song. This is his job. This is his business. This is supposed to be his forte. This is supposed to be his craft. He's had 20-something years to make this album. So absolutely everybody wants 100 on every song. On every fucking song. Otherwise, put out an EP. Like Nas did. Nas put out a 45-minute album. And every song was fire. Save the rest or sell it for a what some artists do is they take the songs that he's a staple like rice, but rice don't have no nutritional value. Nate, let's argue. He been done for 20 plus. You might be right. What some artists do is they take their trash recordings. Like, I'll tell you an artist that I know does something similar. Fred Hammond used the songs that he didn't like as much to warm up in the studio for other songs that he was recording. Like, he might make a song that was kind of corny and he didn't really like it, but it had some dynamics to it that he could sing to. So he would use that music in the studio to warm up. And what other artists do is they'll take their trash ass songs and they'll sell them for a soundtrack. Like, when you see a movie and you hear this song in the background that's like, and you're like, what the fuck is that shit? That's one of them songs they made that they knew was trash. You don't go and throw that shit on the album and make people buy it and make people want it and make it the second song in the album.
I don't know.
So we 1 for 2 right now. We 1 for 2. We 1 for 2. We 1 for 2.
1 for 2
the
for
best
sure.
shooters miss some shots, right?
No.
The best shooters miss some shots.
No.
Curry missed
You
before.
can't be no motherfucking sniper missing shots. Otherwise, you would not be a sniper. You just be a shooter. There's a difference. Ain't nobody gonna put you on no rooftop if you can't guarantee 100%. And he's had 20 years to get on the rooftop. Nate, you said he's up to something. Think about what he's done. Not every song on his albums were bangers. This is true. I mean, what I'll say is this. Think about the Carter 3. I think that's a classic album. I think that's an album we can listen to for the rest of our lives. I think everybody who loves hip hop has the Carter 3 and they still listen to it. I still listen to the Carter 3. I'll still pull up that whole album and listen to it. There's a couple songs I might fast forward. I said fast forward. I'm old as fuck. There's a couple songs I might skip, but they're not bad. That's just not the mood I'm in right now. This must be Weezy defending himself in the chat. Okay, we gonna see what he got going on. Let's go.
You know what? This might be good though. You need somebody to bounce off of. Hopefully, maybe it'll work.
I've liked the first 2 songs so far. This
Have
nigga
you?
is rapping
Have
at
you?
a clip, bro.
This
Now
is
we
the
got
first time I've
hip-hop
ever disagreed with
featuring
you.
Jay Jones.
Life, I feel like Tupac in LA. We ride with 2 blocks. Start red. It's got too hot.
I ain't gonna lie, Big X the plug's the perfect. Like, I feel like this song right here, this is Big X shit, bro. Not just him being on the hook, but this is for sure Big X shit. And I agree, we definitely need another Big X album, bro. He one of my favorite newer artists right now. So Wayne disappointed me with this. I ain't gonna cap. I was expecting more effort and not much features on the album. I feel it.
I can't touch the love, I ain't green. I just cut them all the gang green. It's the art of one painting.
I like his flow. I do like his flow.
You a faithful fan. I feel you. Listen, let me tell you something, Nate. I'm a Steelers fan, right? I love the Pittsburgh Steelers. I tried to quit the Pittsburgh Steelers when my ex-fiance and I broke up. I tried to root for the and at this time the Bengals were doing a great job. This was Marvin Lewis's Bengals, okay? But something about them Steelers, I love them. It's a classic team, right? So like even when they lose, I still love them. So I feel you. I feel you. I divorced my husband, but I'm still a Steelers fan. So I get it. I get it. I understand.
He just alley-ooped you for a good intro, brother.
I feel you.
Like the shit started off.
Thank
good,
you,
and
Lisa.
He went to the zit. Oh man.
Remedial rap.
Niggas while I write, get it. Got some young boys that don't do shit, but just shoot shit like
Thank
Spike
you,
Lee.
I
Lisa.
don't know who that Jay Jones nigga is, bro. He decent though. I fuck with that.
He sounds better than Wayne on the Wayne.
See what I'm saying?
And that happens sometimes. Granted, that happens, but it's oh my goodness.
That nigga at the end was fucking spazzing, nigga. That Jay Jones nigga, is that nigga from Kick Genius? Jay Jones. He was going stupid, nigga. The rest of the song though, that's not my vibe. Like I don't know.
The problem, this shit sound good. I think the problem with this track is Wayne.
You mentioned raw, Nate. The production kind of sounds raw to me. It doesn't sound like they mastered this music. It doesn't sound like he paid anyone to go in and master this, to clean it up, to make sure it was right. That's just one of my critiques. And I'm not saying that because they're playing it over a speaker. I listen to these reactions all the time. And a lot of times you can tell when the production ain't right. And this, I'm not quite sure this was finished.
So I'm gonna give it a miss.
It's a miss.
No to debatable at best. No to debatable.
Yeah, Big X saved this song though.
Big X went stupid.
So far, it's nothing. Like,
Why
nothing bad.
though?
There's nothing
Why
bad.
can't you compare now to then? Don't you look at a bad bitch and be like, damn, she's still fine. Don't you eat your mama's cooking and be like, damn, this tastes just like when I was a kid. Thank you, mama. You brought back them good old feelings. Why is it okay for somebody to become a drug addict and fall off and we still support what they are as though they were? That's why Whitney Houston's dead. Because nobody would be honest with her. This is not a no judgment zone. We gonna call shit like we see it. That man has fallen the fuck off. He has, and this is only song number 3. He has, I watched the nigga fall asleep on stage during a performance because he was so fucking high. Is all I'm saying. We don't need to stop comparing now to then. If you are over 40 years old, as I am, I will be 45 years old in less than 60 days. So I've earned the right to compare what was and what is. I've been involved in enough presidential elections. I bought enough albums. I've been to enough concerts. I've supported enough artists that there should be a standard of excellence that continue. I went and saw Beyonce in London last week, and she sang better than she ever has. She's gotten better and better and honed her craft. Now, she can't dance like she used to because she got some bad ankles due to an accident that happened on stage about 10 years ago. You can't help when you get injured. And Lil Wayne isn't injured. He's a drug addict. I have a right as a consumer to make sure the cheese I buy today has gotten better and not worse. The cars we drive today are better than they were before. We got wireless chargers in cars, but we don't expect Lil Wayne to rap any better than he did back in the day. Something's wrong with that. Because I can guarantee you right now, Jay-Z, let me name some niggas. Jay-Z, Jadakiss, if DMX was alive, DMX, Tupac, these are niggas that could still do it. Okay, he's going to drop some fire. He better drop it like Drake said. Drop. He better, because it don't sound like it yet. This is very mediocre to me. I mean, this album sounds like T.I.'s wife looks.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I haven't heard a song I didn't like yet. King Carter, a good intro. Welcome to the Carter. Liked it. Bells liked it. Hip hop liked it. So now we're on Sharks.
I can't imagine what this is about to be. Jelly Roll, Big Sean, Lil
Everybody
Wayne.
gonna be on his dick.
Let's get it. Sharks featuring Jelly Roll and Big.
He gonna
Sean,
say suck
nigga.
it.
I need some like some different shit, Wayne. Like, you feel me?
I give credit where credit is due.
I like how they starting off already. Yeah, man.
Snakes ain't always in the grass.
I gotta adjust my edge. I wasn't expecting this to be next after that, but I'm not mad so far.
Snakes
I've been listening to some different shit, so I'm not mad so far. I'm not mad at this, bro. I got the solo leveling intro with the that's coming. I got the solo leveling soundtrack. You know what I'm saying? I listen to shit like that sometimes too. At least that one track that I put on Twitter. But I'm not mad so far. Let's have an open mind.
Snakes ain't always in the grass. Thieves ain't always in the night.
Bro, give it a chance.
What the fuck is this fucking shit? This sounds like the song you hear in the
He
trailer
going for a
like,
Grammy with the
Suicide
mix.
Squad, but like the bad one.
He might have wanted to rub a
Like
Grammy
bad
on the
version.
mix.
What are we, some type of Suicide Squad?
Now, one thing we gotta remember, because I told you,
I'm not gonna lie.
I told you, I give
fuck
credit
it.
where credit is due. Hold on.
But niggas is overly hating
Try
it
to
right
pause
now.
this shit. It won't pause. Hold
This
on.
song not bad. It sound cool.
I said pause, nigga.
You hating on the hook. You heard the hook one
For
time.
some
It's
reason,
not
it
that
won't
crazy.
pause. So, okay, now I paused. Okay. Do y'all remember, excuse me, when Lil Wayne started the rock rap revolution? He was one of the very first artists. I want to say he was the first to work with rock and roll bands and make music that fused rock and roll and hip hop. And many of us weren't ready for it. But eventually it became a bop. It became what we looked for, what we listened for, what we wanted. So I don't have a problem with a new sound, okay? But it can't be whack. At the end of the day, Drake, he must be talking about me right now. You know how we say in the South, if you say a nigga's name, he must be talking about you right now. Drake must be talking about you right now. But anyway, keep it cute. But anyway, at the end of the day, please allow us to remember that Little Wayne, Tunchi, is a rapper. He's a poet. So if that music is good, like Mary J. Blige's music was always good, but she sung off key. As a singer, she was trash. P. Diddy was an amazing producer. But I want us to remember the sound and the lyric are two different things. There are 3 elements in hip hop, or 4. The earth, the air, the fire, and the water. Okay? And those of you who understand the religion of hip hop, that lyric, that MC is a completely different element than the music. So we have to judge them accordingly. He said he rapped the alphabet literally and people loved it. That's true. When was this in this album? I appreciate that you're here, Nate. Thank you for being here. Oh, I'm trying to hit the play button. There we go. And I accidentally hit the mute button.
Because it don't sound bad.
Sharks ain't always in the water.
Since you didn't do it.
Oh my God. This has become very elementary. Snakes ain't always in the grass. Thieves ain't always in the, I don't know what he said. Sharks ain't always in the water. I teach kindergarten, so it sounds very kindergarten to me. Baby shark, do 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 do. Sound. I'm critical because I spend money.
What's next? Oh my fucking God.
Sharks ain't always in the water.
I'm not about to hate this song. The song kind of cool. It's kind of a vibe. If you just ignore where sharks usually are.
Sharks ain't always in the water.
Are to entertain. It's not like it's about vision, but not Big Sean. Here come Big Sean though.
Them to a key to do this shit is first you gotta do it, then do it again and find another way to do it.
Okay, Big Sean. Sometimes he be saying stuff that is slightly, you know.
You were killing it. I was literally
gotta find another way to do it.
Where she was voice? Another way to do it. It's like this nigga Sean.
He
bro.
trying to be Kendrick for a second. There was this one song Big Sean had that I still don't understand why they ever released this beginning part. He was like, I'm on my something shit. What that mean? That mean I'm about to blow. And I was like, y'all should have kept that at home. Y'all shouldn't have done that. That wasn't a punchline. Sometimes he does that. Big Sean is like, to me, he's like, he probably does. He probably saves the track. But I can't listen to an entire Big Sean album. Not because he's a bad rapper, just because he's not a great one. Shout out to Detroit.
I don't think this. Hold on, I'm letting him finish, but I don't think he was expecting this beat when he wrote his raps. Not saying it's ass, but I
gotta
just
find
don't think
another way to
he's
do it.
maneuvering through this. I don't think it's. I ain't think he expected this.
Family down, feeling stuck, and you the one that had to stick it out. But like they bank accounts, it's all figured out. Miss my niggas so much, almost digged them out.
Hold on, bro.
That's
that
not
song
bad.
Goofy as shit.
That's
bro.
not
Big
bad.
Sean came in that motherfucker going crazy.
That's
Big
not
Sean
bad.
killed this shit. But this is Wayne. This is the second song with a feature, and the feature
is better.
outshined you
Right.
on your own song, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, what the fuck? Yo, hold on. That's a trolly ass song, bro. But at the same time, there's a part in there that goes stupid.
I want to hear that again.
To entertain the hook, and where snakes usually are to entertain it.
Suicide Squad.
Water turn the shark and water to
Wait,
fish.
I want to hear that again.
I like how they starting off already. Yeah, man.
Snakes ain't always in the grass.
I gotta adjust my ears. I wasn't expecting this to be next after that, but I'm not mad so far.
Sometimes they be in trees too.
I'll be listening to some different shit, so
Or
I'm
in
not
your
mad
own
so
bed.
far. I'm not mad at this, bro. I got the solo leveling intro with the that's coming. I got the solo leveling soundtrack. You know, what I'm saying? I listen to shit like that sometimes too. At least that one track that I put on Twitter, but I'm not mad so far. Let's have an open mind.
Snakes ain't always in the grass.
Show you right. What you see his eyes.
In the night.
Bro, give it a chance.
What the fuck
His
is
chat
this
is going
fucking
crazy.
shit? This sounds like the song you hear in the trailer for like the new
Sharks ain't always in the water. Well, what the fuck I've been
What are we, some
teaching?
type of Suicide Squad?
Water turn the shark and water to fish fillet. No, just some minutes to society. Pockets itching like psoriasis.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, okay, fuck it. Chicken tender bar. But niggas is overly hating right now. This song not bad. It sound cool.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm a jelly roll you.
One time. It's not that crazy. It's not that crazy. I'm about to be an advocate for this song in a minute. Because it don't
might-
sound bad.
I mean,
Sharks ain't always in the water.
But-
you didn't do it.
Oh my god, Big Sean was next.
but that's not facts. That's not facts.
Y'all not about to make me hate this. I'm not. I'm
I
not about to
teach
hate this
fish,
song.
not the
song's kinda
streets.
cool.
I
It's
feel
kinda-
you.
It's kind of a vibe. If you just ignore
Sharks ain't
where
always
sharks
in the
usually are
water.
to entertain
Monkeys
the hook, and
ain't
where
always
snakes
in the
usually are,
jungle. Eggs ain't always in the chicken. Milk ain't always in the titty. I'm sorry. Grass ain't always on the ground. One thing I learned when I was learning how to write scripts when I was studying broadcast in my undergraduate degree, and I had to remind some kids about this yesterday because they were watching a video about grasshoppers and ants, and this girl asked in Hangul, which is the language here in Korea. She said, don't grasshoppers eat ants? Why isn't the grasshopper eating the ants? And I said, baby, you have to suspend reality in order to watch this. You have to forget what's actually real. Monkeys in the jungle, hoes be jumping here and over there. Oh, wow. That's probably a better bar than Wayne wrote today. Wayne, you should have put that in your album. AKA Nate. Fish ain't always in the water. I mean, okay. If you say so.
For the entertainer, it's not like it's about vision, but not Big Sean. Here come Big Sean though.
Them close-ups are killing me.
You gotta do it and do it again and find another way to do it.
Oh God, fucking Big Sean, bro. You were killing it.
Find another way to do it.
I was literally about to say, he's not even doing no weird shit with his voice. Another way to do it. Nigga, Sean,
Plenty of fish in the sea, baby. But don't use that POF app.
Let him finish, but
That's some trash.
I don't think he was expecting this beat when he wrote his raps.
And you gotta find another way to do it.
Not saying it's ass, but I just don't think the way he's maneuvering through this, I don't think it's.
I think Sean is better on
I
paper
think
than in the booth.
Family down, feeling stuck, and you the one that had to stick it out. But like their bank accounts, it's all figured out. Miss my niggas so much, almost digged them out.
Hold on, bro. That song was goofy as shit, but Big Sean came in that motherfucker gun crazy.
Big Sean killed this shit. But this is Wayne. This
Shoes
is the
ain't always on your feet.
With a feature and the feature outshined you on your own song, bro.
Yo, what the fuck? Yo, hold on. That's a trolly ass song, bro. But at the same time, there's a part in there that goes stupid. Yeah, this is a TikTok.
Hats ain't
song,
always
bro.
on your head.
That
Shoulders ain't always on your back.
Wayne, boy, hey, that I like that right now.
This song was not it. I'm not gonna lie. Not for me. You know.
I'm tired of niggas, bro. I'm hearting this song. I'm liking it, bitch
Okay.
ass niggas. This is song. This song could go in some establishments.
Where?
A slight yes, but it's still a yes. I can't say that's trash or that's ass to me. Nah.
I prefer to taste the biscuit.
So right now he's 2 for 5. I told you, this is what I do. This is what I do.
2 for 5.
I don't care what nobody. I'm gonna have my own opinion when y'all watch me at least.
I've been trying to hit the pause button for a minute. It wouldn't pause, so there it is. I don't know why it's delaying my pause. Hold on. I'm bisexual, so I technically don't even have to say pause.
I like that.
There we go.
All right, banned from the NO. Is this gonna have something to do with the Super Bowl?
Oh, don't tell me. Hold on. Bro, this kind of sound like that from Metro and Future and Kendrick, bro.
It sounds like the inverse of it.
So this not your world. It's okay. It's okay. It don't gotta be everybody's little shit.
When I hear you say I need an open mind, let me tell you what I hear. Lowered expectations. There's a couple you don't like. You skipped a few. How many songs are on that album? But hey, it is what it is. I feel you on
Leave
that.
that to the niggas at the pros. The pros up where I'm from. Like, chill. Just don't do it.
In between me and the team, not even a hype, and you a dead man walking. This a madman talking. Leave his body in the garbage, left a trash man.
Nigga, this is, bro. Oh, Lord. Thank the Lord for Wayne.
I don't know about that track.
Thank you, nigga. Thank you. This is all we wanted.
Just give me old Wayne. Just give me old Wayne. Like if you, maybe I'm just different. Just give me old Wayne.
Who? You say he gonna come back like he fighting somebody?
Ferrari likes to play Reef 66.
Wait, what?
Ferrari what?
What was that bar? Wait.
Let me go back a little bit. Ferrari what? No, do it again.
Dead man walking, this a madman talking. Leave his body in the garbage, left a trash man.
Nigga, this
That sound like some old Lil Wayne. You know what that remind me of? No one on the corner got swagging like us. Swagger like us, swagger like us. That's what it sounds like to me.
Nigga, thank you. That's all we wanted.
Just give me old Wayne.
Old Wayne,
Just
baby.
give me old Wayne. Like if you,
he saved that song. If you ask me.
Y'all niggas like extra skin on my dick. Ferrari license plate resist.
Y'all niggas like what on my dick?
Was that bar? Wait.
I keep
pros up where I'm from. Like chill. Just
No.
In between in the team, not even a hyphen. You a dead man walking, this a madman talking. Leave his body in the garbage, left a trash man.
Nigga, this is, bro, Lord. Thank the Lord for Wayne. Thank you, dog. Thank you, nigga. Thank you. That's all we wanted.
just give me old Wayne. Just give me old Wayne. Like if you, maybe I'm just different. Just give me old Wayne.
Y'all niggas like extra skin on my dick.
Y'all niggas like what?
Wait, what the?
Y'all niggas like what on my dick?
Wait.
Can someone
Did he say
explain
eczema?
the foreskin line?
Dance.
Damn, nigga.
This is literally like an 8-bar hook, man.
Y'all niggas like extra skin on my dick. Okay.
Bro. I feel like he lost momentum from the intro to now of this track. I really do.
He ain't need to do that hook though. He didn't need to do that hook. He was flowing, but the hook kind of like fucked it up though.
Nigga, majority of the song is chorus. Literally, majority of the song is chorus. What
Nowadays, that's what it is. That's what Nate said. He said we should have low standards.
That nigga was cooking or like, yo.
No,
like,
honey. No, honey. No. You said everybody want old Wayne, but what about us? Oh, we gone. Professionally, I've gotten better. I'm a better teacher than I was 10 years ago. I'm a better businesswoman than I was 25 years ago. Okay? My presentation is better. Everything is better. We get better and better and better. Husbands, wives, jobs in the past. I don't know what you mean by that. But I'm a better person than I used to be. I'm a better human being than I used to be. I dress better, I look better, I smell better, my money's gotten better. I make better decisions. I don't understand. I don't understand. I live in a place that's hard to get to. Not many people can live where I live, literally. Not many people can live as foreigners where I live. They're not even allowed to be here. 8 years ago, I couldn't come here. I've gotten better. My professionalism has become better. I've gotten better in my craft. I'm a better teacher than I used to be. That's what I do for a living. I teach. I mean, how come I can be a better teacher, but Wayne is allowed to be a worse rapper? How come I got to understand pedagogy and scaffolded learning, but he don't have to understand how to put a bar together better? That's not fair. Why do we hold ourselves to a higher standard than we hold the people we pay to do the work? Everybody want old Wayne. What about old us? We gone. I ain't gone, baby. I'm like fine wine. He don't understand nothing we don't. That nigga ain't on no different level than we are. He said he was a Martian, and I get it, but I'm high. I'm from outer space. I got Milky Way for blood, evolution in my veins. Okay, I mean, like, we could all say that. That nigga ain't on no bionic level where he understands things we don't. Do you understand that nigga is a drug addict? Do you understand that nigga can't perform an entire song without falling asleep on stage? Where are your standards? I can do this show for 11 straight hours and never fall asleep. No. Wayne ain't been through nothing since he tried to kill himself 20 years ago. That nigga is rich, okay? He said he don't care about nothing but his money and his bitches. He ain't got no worries, right? Nate, a.k.a. Lil Wayne, you going hard for him like academics. Just don't get yourself in the same trouble. He ain't been going through some serious shit, no different than anybody else. All of us got to get our shit. He ain't no different than nobody else. We all got to become better. I don't care if you work at the GM factory putting doors on cars. The standard gets raised every single day. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Lil Wayne ain't been on top for a minute. He's taking quite a break. Because the Carter 5 was... Now, here's what I did like. And I said this. I put a post on YouTube in the community tab. And I like the Fix Before the 6. That was a good little piece of work. The Fix Before the 6 was amazing. And I felt like he was giving us something to keep us okay until he came out with another album. But this is what he came out with. He should have just kept the Fix Before the 6 and left it at that. And called it, never mind. That was the 6. The Carter 5 sounded like old music that he re-released and never updated for the times. The Carter 4 was okay. Everybody agrees the Carter 3 was the best album Lil Wayne ever did. He's up to something. What you got, an inside track? You know him? You threw tarot cards on him? That nigga ain't up to nothing. He up to trying to make money but doing the least amount of work. Thank you, Lisa. He's up to trying to get the most by doing the least. Do you know how many people put out really good music during the pandemic? This nigga went and put out music that he made 10 years ago and finally got a right to release. His pride was so fucking weak. His ego was so weak that he wouldn't even put out the music when he made it and just call it something different. It didn't have to be the Carter. It could have been something else. He could have called it the album formerly known as Carter. But instead, he put out an album from music that he made decades ago, obviously, and re-released it. He didn't have to do this either. Wasn't nobody checking for Lil Wayne. I'm still listening to the Fix Before the 6. It's still good. That album was good. Why is the album that warms us up and gets us ready for the next album better than the album? And why is he falling asleep on stage? Because he got too much lean in his system, and ecstasy, and Molly, and whatever else he got from P. Diddy, allegedly, and One Stop. He taking birth control too? Because I heard One Stop sell birth control too. I might find that video of him falling asleep on stage because I want y'all to understand where I'm coming from.
When that song started, bro, I was like, yo, this shit tough.
It's in the breakdown playlist.
I was like, all right, probably the end is just gonna be mid, but then it kept going and going. Like it was like a copy and paste that song. Like what the fuck?
Horrible.
I mean, he kind of slid on that.
We can't do that to people.
I can't put a point in the board for this. I give it solid to debatable.
Excuse me.
I ain't gonna put a point in the board for this just yet. I can't do that. The way he started out, I was like I was about to, but I can't put a point in the board. So I think we 2 for 6 right now.
Okay, Wayne. Okay, Wayne. The days. Let's go, man.
Are you about to see him in August?
I knew this was gonna happen when I saw the features, when I saw the track.
Shout out
Yes,
to
I
you.
did.
I hope it's a good
I knew
show.
It was gonna happen.
I hope you take a pillow so you
was.
can fall asleep with him. If you go see Lil Wayne in August, take him a sleeping bag.
Tell you something. I have an experienced palate.
Nate, I appreciate you for being here. Thank you.
Right now so far.
This sounds like a soundtrack or something to a movie or something. That's the type of song this is right here.
Now, what did I tell you? A lot of artists. I gotta let my pause catch up. Hold on.
Just can't vibe with this
I
one,
wanted
bro.
pause when I wanted to fucking pause.
It's the vibe.
Nigga said, these are the days. Boy, what the hell?
Pause. Shit. Remember I told you that a lot of artists will take their trash ass music and sell it to the movie studios for a soundtrack? That's what this nigga just said. This sound like some soundtrack music. This sound like the last song you hear when you watching the Fast and the Furious and you hoping they have an Easter egg. So you sitting at the movie theater eating the last of your popcorn, drinking the last of your Coca-Cola, eating the last of your Twizzlers, so you can get a free refill on your popcorn. Do they still do that? And waiting for an Easter egg to come up in the credits. This sounds like that.
Hell is this, man? Boy.
A check to you, huh? You sound like a check to him.
Yo.
And one day, these days will be my heyday, so I'ma have a great day. These are the days.
Oh, these are the one. This is the type of song where the music video is like white people going like this, and there's black people picking up white babies and dapping up white guys and shit like that.
These are
I'm
the
not gonna
days.
lie. I don't want to hear this shit. I don't.
I can't even hear Wayne talking over this nigga. Like Wayne back there giving the motivational ass speech.
The production is trash.
I can't even hear this nigga.
Wait, are there people on this? Wait, are there people who listen to Wayne bearing his soul about his mortality and Bono singing his heart out and listen to the song was like, this shit ass? Because y'all gotta be evil to hear the song and be like, is it a Super Bowl? Like, nah, nigga.
Yeah, that would sound like he like that's gonna be on a movie or something.
That's what I said,
I can
y'all.
legit hear that on the movie.
I told y'all.
Like
that's where it belongs.
Movie soundtrack right there.
No, that didn't have to happen.
And shout out to whoever Bono is, my nigga. I don't want to fucking hear your shit. I don't want to hear you.
You don't know who Bono is?
On this shit. These are the days, and we can all get along by singing this song together. Maybe at the concert together, we can be one.
Maybe he gonna take over Drake's dates
Shit was
that he
4
missed
minutes
in Australia.
Long. Somehow that felt shorter than the other song though. I don't know. The other song felt long as shit. Hold on now. I see chat saying L, right?
Ain't gonna lie, whoever was in the studio and told Wayne and Bono, yeah, put this on a Carter 6 should get their ass beat. Because this is crazy, bro.
Hear me out, right? Imagine this shit in a movie, like
I'm telling you.
Credits rolling and
That's
shit.
what I said, right?
You feel me?
That's what I said, right?
Walk out shit like.
That's what I said, right?
Think about it, like.
Now I'm watching this for the first time with y'all, and that's exactly what the fuck I said. I said this song should be at the end with the credits when you waiting for an Easter egg. That's what I said. Lil Wayne need to go sit down somewhere and go to motherfucking rehab. How about that? Go spend 60 days in Malibu. He might be eating, but he eating old bread. Let me read what you said. Suck a dick, bend over, eat it like damn, have a little space in between.
Disney like. These are the days.
It ain't about money. You gotta understand, when you get to Lil Wayne's level, hold on. My pause is just late. Hold on. Pause.
The
So I
days
gotta
is
say it.
actually that song.
Pause. Okay. When you get to the level of 20 years in the game, you should have enough money saved up that you're not making an album for money. Lil Wayne doesn't have a husband who's under investigation for any kind of sex trafficking, racketeering, or fraud, or whatever Jay-Z and P. Diddy are caught up in. Okay? So Lil Wayne doesn't have, I mean, most of his kids are grown, and the one that isn't, his mama ain't broke. Lil Wayne ain't got the problems where he got to work for money. So this shouldn't be about money. This should be about making an album for your fans. This should be about making an album that draws in new fans. And I'm seeing people in different age groups here saying, nah, that ain't the look. What about the people looking at him like he a druggie, this, that, drugs? I mean, see, I don't, there's nothing sexy to me about a crackhead, okay? It's only a decent sounding song, which means it's bad. If we only use two words, good or bad, decent is a nice way. Decent is like calling a woman homely. Okay. Okay. She aight. Excuse me, that doesn't sound like a baddie to me. You're spending a lot of money on drugs and lean. So what the fuck is the use in you making trash ass music? Shit.
The worst song on this album so far. I'm sorry.
Bad,
So
but it's
we're
still
about
good.
halfway through the album so far, and I'm not like I'm not hearing anything that's like going like, oh, this is so whack. It's over for Wayne. Like this is actually real good.
That's because your standards are
like I said,
low.
7. If the rest isn't good, then we'll have a different conversation. But all right, we got the days, Cotton Candy.
2 Chainz. This one should be a hit. You know, when Wayne and Chainz go together.
I'm about to order
they do what they gotta
lunch.
do. Let's get it.
2 Chainz is on this next one. Wayne and 2 Chainz always have good chemistry, so
2 Chainz.
Wayne and 2 Chainz can
This
never
is
go
true.
wrong.
They
this
do
has
have good
gotta be a
chemistry.
good one right here.
White girl talking Aguilera. White girl.
No. Let me let you know this. This is my first time doing a video on the Breakdown channel about music. But I watch these reaction videos all the time. That's why this is in my feed. Good and bad. I wish that I would have done a video. I actually did a reaction to Kendrick Lamar's Meet the Grams. I did a reaction. I was in my car and I did a reaction to that video. That song was fire. So yeah, we would be talking if it was fire too. Nobody came into their studios. None of these young men or old men came into their studios and said, I want to hear some badass music, some horrible music today. Everybody came in hoping for the best. So I don't think that we wouldn't be here talking about it if it was good. I think we would be here talking about it if it was good. We would definitely be here talking about it if it was good. You understand? I was out of my element when GNX came out, so I couldn't do what I wanted to do with that. But I guarantee you, the next time Lil Wayne put out a good album, Nate, I'll meet you here and we'll talk about it. Pinky swear. Okay? I know you fuck with Tunchi heavy. You a fan. I get it. But you got to be honest with this nigga. And that's why he put an album out like this. You realize Kanye West knew what he was talking about when he said, scoop-de-doop-de-doop, whoopity-doop, scoopity-whoopity-doopity-doop, scoop-de-doop-de-whoop-de-doop. He said it don't matter what the fuck I say, y'all still gonna buy it, but we had to show him, because that nigga put out a whole album called Bully that nobody knows about. We had to show Kanye, you ain't that much of a person that we just gonna listen to your music and support it just because you're Kanye. I know, and that's why I understand where you coming from, Nate. The Steelers, I'm a Jerome Bettis fan all day, every day. So I get it. I understand. When we watch the Steelers play, we still waiting for the bus to come out on the field. I get it. But if I sat down and had a real conversation, there are certain teams that the Steelers play that I know how it's going to end. The Tennessee Titans, is it Tennessee Titans? The Titans, you know how that's going to end. You know if the Steelers play the Seahawks, how that's going to end. And damn, now, shoot, if they play Chicago, you know how that shit going to end. There was a time when you could just say, oh, the Steelers are going to beat Detroit. You don't know that shit no more. We got to be honest. We got a team full of old men still playing old football. They haven't tightened up their strategy. They still playing classic football, which is kind of why I love the Steelers, but it's a losing strategy. You feel me? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V. I teach that every day. My babies be saying all type of shit. ZZ Top, honey. They be saying all type of shit. You should hear them ABCs that come out them kids' mouths. I got one boy, my little sweetheart. He just said, little. I mean, let me see who I'm a fan of that doesn't make great music anymore, but I still love them. Hold on, let me think about it. Mariah Carey. I had a black Mercedes-Benz E430, and I named it Mariah because it was black and it was beautiful, but you didn't know what you were going to hear when you turn that crank. When you turn that ignition, it might go, it might not go. And it was a beautiful car, and I sold it when I moved to China, and the woman that bought it from me bought it just to put it in her driveway because it was just that pretty. You know? But she knew that car wasn't dependable anymore. I had driven it forever, drove it down. But I named it Mariah because at some point I said she black and she beautiful, but she might not sound good when you turn the key. I had to be honest. I love Mariah Carey. But you never know what that New Year's Eve is going to be like. You never know what that New Year's Eve is going to be like. Who else is like that? Shaka Khan. Shaka is a hit or miss because she's also a drug addict. This is not a no judgment zone. I don't give a motherfuck. Shaka is also a drug addict, so she's a hit or miss. Shaka did a whole verses with Stephanie Mills, and Stephanie Mills had to end up singing Shaka's songs just to save the stage. Who else is also hit or miss? I mean, at some point, Whitney Houston was a hit or miss. After 2008, she was a hit or miss. Now, while I was on my way to London last week and on my way back, I watched a documentary and I cried the whole time because I just love her. I love her. But she hit some keys in that concert that were like, she would have never done that 10 years ago. It would have never been that bad. Who else is a hit or miss that everybody loves? For some reason, people love Alicia Keys. I don't get it. I never have. But anyway, I'm only thinking about singers because that's usually what happens to a singer's voice. A singer's voice, especially with the lifestyle they try to keep up with, it degrades if you don't take care of it. I've had to make lifestyle changes to preserve my voice, and I'm not a professional singer. But just because I love to sing and I love to sound good, I've had to make lifestyle. I had to stop smoking regular Black and Milds because they fuck with the vocal box. They make you sound like you laggy. You can't keep up with the dynamics and the changes that you need to be able to run or anything like that. Lil Wayne, he ain't on no other level intellectually than anybody else. He ain't got access to different news. I'm God. I can manifest at 9/10 the speed of light. So you're not going to tell me that Lil Wayne goes through stuff. You feel me, Nate? I get your love for him. I get it. But you got to hold this man accountable when he's taking trash out on the street and it ain't trash day. The homeowners association is going to have to put a note on his door and say, excuse me, Mr. Tunchi, today is not trash day. Can you please take your stuff inside and put it in some bags? Because it's all over the street and we got coyotes walking up and down the street sniffing trash. Okay. That's all I'm saying.
No Dr. Pepper. That's not bad so far, but you can tell, like, when people try to say outdated, look at the white girl he chose to reference.
I told you he put out old music.
Did I get that wrong? He said Christina Aguilera, basically. And she's like from 2008.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go back and listen to that again.
Different white girl.
Cotton Candy.
2 Chainz. This one should be a hit. You know, when Wayne and Chainz go together, they do what they got to do. Let's get it.
2 Chainz is on this next one. Wayne and 2 Chainz always have good chemistry, so Wayne and 2 Chainz can never go wrong. This has got to be a good one right here.
White girl talking Aguilera. White girl calling Consuela. All coke, no Dr. Pepper.
That's not bad so far, but you can tell, like, when people try to say outdated, look at the white girl he chose to reference. Did I get that wrong? He said Christina Aguilera, basically. And she's like from 2008. Come on, Wayne. You could have chose a different white girl.
Who was that? Fergie, who used to be able to sing, and then she did that Star Spangled Banner that had everybody dead. That's another one. Was it Fergie? I believe it was Fergie. I'm laughing because you remember when that, I don't know who the particular basketball player was. You know, we grew up in the church, so we're not allowed to laugh when people sing bad, right? That's one thing. If you grew up in the black church, you are not allowed to laugh when people sing bad. Like, you got to keep a straight fucking face because they singing for the Lord. even though it's completely self-serving. I need a manicure really bad. But she sang that national anthem, and she sounded so bad. Don't make me pull up that Fergie national anthem. Fergie national anthem. And I gotta find that video of Lil Wayne falling asleep. I was actually going to do an episode on that too, but I put it in the breakdown playlist. I got to go back and find it for y'all. It happened. Thank you, Lisa. Fergie was awful. And y'all know good and goddamn well Fergie could sing. When you see us in the club, we be acting real nice. She could sing. They was... Wait a minute. Because I love you, Nate, but you making me mad. You pissing me off. You pissing me off. And I'm glad you're here. Hold on a second. We got to put this shit in perspective. Wait a minute. All I put in was Fergie. Hold on a second. Let me go back. All I put in was Fergie, and it said Fergie National Anthem. That's how bad it was. Oh, I sell you 2 cheeseburgers, my neck and my back. This is Ezell.
You know what he was going to do at the Super Bowl? He was going to rap a few words and then to have crowd participation. Kendrick did not do that.
Not once. Not once.
Rap every single word.
While he ran.
Moving. Doing all that.
Look.
Revolutionary two-step and all that.
Revolutionary two-step.
I tried to rap in my house from my bedroom down to the freaking living room. I was tired. I tried to do the Not Like Us whole segment. I got tired. I said, damn, I'm out of shape. Kendrick did it effortlessly, rapping, sweating, and just walking, moving. I was tired. When he was standing on the car, he was crouched on the car like that. I tried. My knees left. My knees gone. When Kendrick was on the car, I tried myself. My knees was gone.
His knees.
I'm like, God damn, I gotta go to the gym. I'm not athletic enough. Kendrick obviously runs 6 miles a day. I'm not athletic enough. How do you crouch 3 like that? I tried. Knees gone. It was foot, ankle, shin, thigh. Knees was not there. Knees was disappeared. I couldn't do it. He started off like that. Then started moving and started rapping. I'm like, yo, I can't. Too much breath control for me. He never had to sit the mic to the crowd and say, hey, now y'all finish my word.
Not once.
Because that's what Lil Wayne would have did. Lil Wayne would have said something and then sit the mic to the crowd. Say something, to the mic to the crowd.
Yep. And that's what he did in that album.
That man Kendrick was moving all over the place.
That's what
he was moving like a dancer, but he still had to rap. You know when the rappers got to rap, what they do is they put Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, 50 Cent, Eminem. They give them breath control. They give them moments where they don't have to rap that much. Hey, stand still, stand in one spot, rap right here, don't move a lot, and then we'll transition to somebody else. 50 Cent. We'll go to Mary J. Blige and give people a break because they know they can't rap 13 minutes straight and move around like that. Kendrick did.
Kendrick did it.
They gave everybody else a break. Hey, Mary J., you go next, then 50 Cent, then, whatever. Boom, boom, Eminem, boom, boom. Give people a break. Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg couldn't rap that whole thing like that. Kendrick Lamar did that. Y'all wanted me to think that Lil Wayne could move all around the field, or he was going to stand there and then say his stuff and put it to the crowd.
Kendrick used the whole
The Lean
stadium.
Chronicles. He finally doing it. He finally stepped out of his lean state.
Unlocked.
All that complaining y'all did, and Kendrick Lamar freaking did phenomenal. As a rapper, hip hop, represented hip hop, walked all over the Super Bowl.
And even
I was
gave,
tired trying to do that in my own house. I need to work out.
Kendrick Lamar even gave a nod to the Hot Boys in that part where all them niggas was under the street light and they had the gold teeth in, talking like that. That was the first Hot Boys album cover. Still gave a nod to them drug addicts.
I
Half
ain't
of them
out.
dead right
I
now.
gotta get back to the gym. I have no breath control. I gotta jog a little more. It was difficult. Y'all wanted Lil Wayne, all that complaining for Lil Wayne. The nerve. I can't stand people. Stop enabling them. This is the little issue right here. Let's save our heroes, please. Please, let's save our heroes. That was kind of concerning for me. Both Birdman and Lil Wayne doing that little pause, lean, paralysis stuff. I'm serious. That's for real. That pointing down and then pointing up and then can't move. You're stuck in that one state. That's lean paralysis. The nerve of y'all thinking that little.
That's what it was.
But let me know how y'all feel about what was going on between Birdman and Lil Wayne at the little concert, and let me know how y'all feel about why Kendrick did something. He did a feat that was so phenomenal because it was so difficult to rap and move all over the place for 13 minutes like that. That was amazing.
I'm slipping, I'm sliding, I'm riding to the track like.
Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to me, and I'm out. Back.
Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off.
What? All right, guys, let's get back to the video. Let's get back to work. Let's get back to work. Let's get back to work, people. Y'all, I had to show you that shit. Hold on. I don't give a fuck. Let's get back to work. I don't care what Nicki Minaj has to say. Until
Nicki Minaj has entered the chat.
Until she comes out with an album that don't sound like her last album. Now, I'm contradicting myself because we all say we want the old Lil Wayne. But we don't really necessarily need the old Nicki Minaj on every single album. It's a copy and paste. But that's a whole different show. Let's get back to work, y'all. A sweetie. All right. Let's get back to this. Give me 1 second. Oh, we're still at the same spot. Good. 29:47. Let's go. That's not what I was looking for. That's not what I was looking for. I'm sorry. Pew. That's where I'm trying to go. 29:47. You got the old Wayne. You want the young Wayne. No, we got the crackhead Wayne.
It's a no for me.
We got the crackhead Wayne.
I let it bleed. I let it breathe. It's a no for me though.
Damn, that guitar is out of place. I'm gonna take it back a little bit so it can buffer like Lil Wayne did on this stage.
Parody track. I swear to God, this sounds just like that Meek Mill Daylight Diss from 2015.
Bing, bing. Let me go back to that song. Because Chat Lives Matter, now that you here, you gotta hear this shit. This shit is ridiculous. Sip, sip. This nigga did a Coca-Cola commercial on his album. Sip, sip. This is atrocious behavior. Let's see if I can find it. That nigga said, when I'm on a holiday, I don't have nothing to say for me.
Sad day in America.
Where do you go from here? Creatively, where do you go from here? We have access to so many things musically, and this is what you landed on.
Sip, sip, chat.
Sip, sip. This shit is trash, Chat Lives Matter. I'm about to change your whole mind.
Hold on. Look at the sound of this versus the last track.
Wait, I think we're right here. Sip, sip. I haven't really liked any of these songs. Get Khaled to do the remix. Khaled is hiding right now. Feed Rick Ross. Rick Ross is hiding right now.
He can sneak this out, and niggas won't notice that it's ass so far. Because maybe there's been such a low
all them niggas hiding
amount of
right
effort,
now.
you know what I'm saying?
Because
in terms of mainstream this year, that he think that this could just skate by.
They hoping Jonathan Oddie don't testify at the trial.
What is provoking you to feel that you can put this out in this way?
Okay.
Would I be without my baby? Ja Rule on me.
Ja Rule on me.
Bro, y'all can hate 2 Chainz. I love 2 Chainz.
Are they trolling?
I love 2
It's gotta
Chainz
be
too.
a joke.
Just my opinion. This is a no for me so far.
Mm-mm.
This is a no
I
for
gotta
me
go
so
to the
far.
beginning
It's
of
no
this
for me.
song. I gotta go to the beginning of this song. Now that we've taken a step back, we gotta take a step forward and go back a little bit. Lil Wayne go to rehab, nigga. Natalie Cole was a crackhead too, and then she went to rehab and came out better.
This is an old song.
Natalie Cole.
We'll know based on what Chainz say. It's got to be an old song.
I ain't gonna lie.
Al Green went to rehab.
This song is wild. Y'all niggas having a good time. That's y'all type of party.
Wait, I think I didn't go back far enough. Al Green went to
Wayne
rehab.
and 2 Chainz always have
Who else
good
went to
chemistry,
rehab?
so Wayne and 2 Chainz can never go wrong. This has got to be a good one right here.
White girl talking Aguilera. White girl calling Consuela. All Coke, no Dr. Pepper.
It's not bad so far, but you can tell, like, when people try to say outdated. Look at the white girl he chose to reference. Did I get that wrong? He said Christina Aguilera, basically. And she's like from 2008. Come on, Wayne. You could have chose a different white girl. Personally, for references, me personally, this is how I feel.
I ain't trying to pressure, but it's my pleasure. White girl come with dollar signs, Kesha. Mary Jane Miley, lesbians.
Kesha bar in 2025 in a big 2-5. Kesha, he must have wrote this in like 09, bro. There ain't no way.
That's what I said.
No, this is all he said. Kesha. He said Christina Aguilera and Kesha. You said Christina Aguilera and Kesha. I must have missed the bar. Hold on. We're gonna blame it on me.
More white girl than Slim, she hit it.
Okay. Slim Shady, Tom Brady. This is an old song. When you listen and you look at the references being made, it's older people. This is an old song. We'll see what Chainz do though. We'll know based on what Chainz say. This got to be an old song.
I ain't gonna lie, the whole meaning of this song is wild. Y'all niggas having a good time. That's y'all type of party. niggas doing coke off a titty and all. That's tough.
That is whack.
Is this hip hop?
Super whack.
Has the year been that bad so far to where he think he can sneak this out?
Super whack.
And niggas won't notice that it's ass so far? Because maybe there's been such a low amount of effort, you know what I'm saying, in terms of mainstream this year, that he think that this could just skate by too. Like, if everything else was ass, then I could be ass too.
Exactly.
Like, what is provoking you to feel that you can put this out in this way?
Where would I be without my baby? Ja Rule on me.
Bro, y'all can hate 2 Chainz. I love 2 Chainz.
Are they trolling? It's gotta be a joke.
Just my opinion. This is a no for me so far. This is a no for me so far.
He said that shit with a straight face
too. Old
too.
track. I think it's a little outdated.
I'm trying to figure out like what's the target demographic.
Where would I be
I don't
without my
understand what's going
baby?
on.
2 Chainz on me.
You know what I'm saying? Like type shit.
Ja Rule on me. I really hear that.
Like what the fuck did I just listen to?
Wheezy F baby and the F might stand for finished. Cause I don't know what you got going on right now.
Alright, we go flex up Lil Wayne. So he gonna turn this bitch around. That's what's gonna happen, chat. Y'all about to be sleep. He about to say psych. Brrr, it just go crazy.
That's what Nate said would happen. It ain't happened yet, Nate.
Watch.
Where you at,
Somebody
Nate?
said the next song is good. It's called Flex Up. Let's hopefully, you know what I'm saying, acknowledge maybe there's some of that like goat juice that'll drench onto the song. I don't know.
You guys know
the part in the killing.
Told you it was coming. Yep. I knew it was coming. Uh-oh. Is this where we take the turn? Is this where we take the turn?
No way you just say garbage ass little baby flow. You're a little child.
No,
and I
but
want you
it
to
is a
please
Lil
exit the
Baby
stream.
flow.
Your opinion is invalid.
Wait. That is Lil Baby.
I am not a fan.
Nope.
The biggest fan of Lil Wayne. Autocorn.
Hold on. Look at the sound of this versus the last track. He recorded Flex Up this year. This is sound of it, bro. He recorded Flex Up this year and he recorded Cotton Candy in 2008, 2010. Come on, bro.
Did Lil Wayne go and find his ugliest childhood pictures? Because I swear he looked like a gremlin. You remember in Harry Potter when they was on the bus, the double-decker bus in London, and the bus driver was driving off fast and he had the head swinging? Ain't that what Lil Wayne looked like? Or in Men in Black, the Jamaican alien? I'm not monetized, so I can say whatever I want to say. Lil Wayne look like a Jamaican alien. Did he purposely find the ugliest baby pictures and then put tattoos all over them? I mean, that's kind of like a way of saying I've always been who I am, but we really wish you were who you were and not who you are, is all I'm saying.
Fan of the beat. I like somber tracks, you know.
I missed
it was
that
a little
comment,
somber
chat.
to it. I don't know what the fuck Wayne was talking about.
You see how much attention I'm paying right now.
No, I watch these reviewers. They are being honest. They give shade where shade needs to be thrown. They give praise where praise needs to be given. They are honest, and they're not all agreeing. So this video is in the breakdown playlist, chat, and I promise you, if you go back and watch this, you'll see times when one says a song is great. This dude right here, I forget what his name is, but he liked the whole first half of the album, like the first 5 or 6 songs. He loved them. Some other people hated him. Like, they're just giving their honest review. As a matter of fact, some of these niggas are being sued by Drake for reacting to Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us. But they also reacted to all the songs Drake did against Kendrick. And some of them gave Drake the point. You hate critics. I'm biased. I am a critic. I'm both biased and I'm a critic because what? This is not a no judgment zone. This is not a no judgment zone. But no, I just want to just defend them. And part of the reason why I brought them to us is because these are reviewers who will be like, I don't know about that. I like that. And they don't all agree. This is somebody else's compilation of all of them. This is a channel called Reactors Guild, who goes and looks at these different reactors and then puts them together on one video. And they're not always the same reactors on all of his videos. There's a lot of different reactors out there that he puts together. So, like, I just want to fend for them. This wasn't about content. Because sometimes this content can get demonetized just because you playing somebody else's music. And every single dime you make has to go to that person. That's how copyright works. I've got plenty of videos where if I was to ever monetize my channel, I would lose all the money on those videos because I've infringed on someone else's copyright. That's why P. Diddy owes Sting money every day. Because when he did every move you make, every vow you take, every da-da-da, I'll be missing you. Ooh. He stole that music. He didn't. And who else was it? Joe Budden did. Was it Joe Budden that did Grinding? Did it? No, it was Dirty Feet Pete from Love and Hip Hop. Pete Guns. He made a song that he stole the music from. So every dime he makes from certain music has to go back to the creators. So, like, literally, this ain't about the money for these niggas. This is about their opinion. I can be honest about that. Let me go through the comments a little bit and catch up before we get back to the video. You share what you like, not what you don't like. Listen, I look at everything. This is the breakdown. Last night we did a show together and realized that Anne Heche's murder was most likely staged. And there were crisis actors and fake firemen and fake ambulances and fake policemen, right, Lisa? Fake fire trucks. Most likely that woman was killed right before our eyes. We didn't go into the show looking for that. We didn't go in looking for that. You said, I remember my son came back from a trip to Taiwan with some asparagus juice. He said, this is terrible. You should try it. I'm looking at that unopened can right now. Just keep it as a souvenir. We get into a lot of stuff here in Asia. A lot of stuff. It's just a different way of eating. I just ordered some Subway sandwiches. Some turkey and some Subway sandwiches. But the things these sandwiches can come with is very different than what you might eat in the U.S. I'm about to thaw out some octopus right now. Let me continue. You said, I'm being honest, that new music Lil Wayne has out is not good, but everybody has their own opinion. That's right. Yeah, it was staged. It was really hard to watch too, now that you know. Spread love. That's what I'm here for. Love, peace, and joy. Absolutely. All right, let's get back to this.
Part I'm focusing to here, because this is not clear, gang.
No, the production is trash.
Yeah, this is where the auto-tune mumbleation starts. Oh, no, this is not clear. Like,
now, chat, I want you to listen to this next song.
We 3 and debatable out of 9.
3 and a possible.
I hear that. That shit tough.
Watch this shit.
That's the best song. That shit hard, nigga.
That one wasn't it.
See,
So
they don't always agree.
And then immediately, the next song, was a drastic slide. Okay, but let's see Island Holiday.
Now, this is the one I want you to hear.
When you're on a holiday, you can't find the words to say.
That's where we going. That's Lil Wayne. That's Lil Wayne, chat.
I promise y'all, Wayne was the coldest nigga out in 08.
Okay.
Bro. I promise y'all, Wayne was the coldest, bro. Like,
don't he sound like he convincing his kids? Like, I'm telling y'all, this nigga was fire back in the day, before he became a serious drug addict. Back then, it was just a little lean, little ecstasy. Now he on MDMA, Molly, I think that's the same thing, ketamine, all this bullshit. Ketamine is a horse tranquilizer. It's got niggas in Portland neighing in the street. Literally. That's that shit P. Diddy had people doing allegedly.
Oh, man. Wayne, what the fuck, bro? 4 minutes of this? This shit is 4 minutes?
Drinking, baby. Sip, sip.
I was just about to inhale this cigarette, too. Sip, sip. Now, we just listened to like 5 or 6 Lil Wayne tracks. Even more than that when it came to like the Big Timers and Cash Money and all the entities he's been involved with when it comes to making music. None of that shit sounded like when you're on a holiday, you can't find no words to say, 'cause it's Friday, gotta get back to my Friday. Everybody's getting ready for the weekend, Friday. No. Sip, sip. Back in the house party days. People still have house parties.
What? I was just praising you, nigga. This is a skip for me.
Sad day in America.
Where do you go from here? Creatively, where do you go from here? We have access to so many things musically, and this is what you landed on.
Sip, chat.
Sip.
Sip.
Y'all funny. funny as hell, bro.
Sip, sip.
Dog, this is crazy,
That's
man.
the
This
whole
gotta be a
hook.
troll, bro.
Sip,
I
sip.
remember like 2 songs.
Scoop-dee-doop, dee-doop.
that I feel like Sonny need to be on here, bro. Nigga, wait, this is the Carter series, man.
It's the Carter, baby.
This the Carter series. This song right here is straight filler. Like the whole
Great
song.
filler.
Thank you, baby.
Sip.
Delilah does better than this.
Is this like a? I was about to say it's like reminds me of that KSI song. This reminds me of that KSI song, bro.
What is that song? I can't remember what it's called.
Out of everything that we got access to, out of everything
I
at
forgot
your
what that song was
disposal.
he's talking about.
Oh yeah, I don't know what he was thinking with this one. Like he made this one was like, yeah, I got something for these niggas, man. Carter 6, I got some shit for that, and put this on there.
Oh, it's not over.
I can't finish this one. I can't finish this one, dog. I can't finish
But
that.
chat lives, I gotta argue with you for a second because I mentioned earlier the A side and the B side of that vinyl. That A side was always guaranteed to be fire. Always. You couldn't really skip on a record player unless you followed the lines. You had to follow the lines, and each line was a track, and you had to move the needle to a different line if you wanted to skip. And that meant you had to actually get up and do it. And you know, they was doing drugs back then too, that LSD and that PCP and shit. Angel dust and shit. So they wasn't trying to get up, heroin and shit. They wasn't trying to get up. This was before crack. But there was an A side and a B side. And the A side was always going to be fire. It was going to be like 5 or 6 songs of straight fire. So at least you could fuck for a minute. Make your next baby. That's true. The concert was always the best songs. You right. Sip, sip.
Holiday. Oh.
When you're on a holiday, you can find no words
My
to
nigga just dropped
say.
some Pete. And then like,
Sip, sip.
you know what I'm saying? I'm about to lose my fucking mind, bro.
Sip,
This is
sip.
my goat. This is my man, my guy, my artist.
Yep, surely is.
Who I'm going to give you the face of
But
the
see,
genre.
I used to worship Jesus too, and at some point I had to realize I was waiting for a nigga to do something he probably couldn't do because it was most likely he never existed. It's called a paradigm shift.
Present what the best aspects of it are. I'm giving you this man. 2025, you telling me this what he putting out?
Boy, you gotta keep them type of songs out the Carters, man. Golly. Come on,
Sip,
man.
sip. That was
What that say?
Disney soundtrack song.
Low key theme, let's get it.
So far, man, I don't. Okay, those 2 songs.
Like, where the hits at, dog?
All right,
Sip, sip.
Oh, this got to be hard, right? Like Loki, like the show.
Right. I agree, Chad.
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. This sounds like some shit Hobson would make to parody trap. I swear to God, this sounds just like that Meek Mill Daylight diss from 2015.
Sip,
I don't know,
sip.
bro.
Tiptoeing, dick so big, I'm a stripped of it. I came on a belly that stuck jelly.
He almost tripped over his dick. Is that what he said?
That's what
They got lyrics to this, bro. Am I hearing this correctly?
That's what he
Dick
went
so
in the
big,
booth and
almost
said.
tripped over it. It's crazy, Wayne, bro.
Oh,
like
shit.
normally he could piece like bars together differently, bro. But I don't want to hear about you tripping over your dick, bro. I can't cap with you, man.
Pause.
But the beat is groovy on this, though. I like the beat.
Oh, this producer was just doing whatever
They all over the place.
The producer was doing whatever the hell they wanted.
They
That
all over the place.
intro, the middle beat, and then this beat. That intro let me go, oh yeah, that producer doing whatever the fuck he wants.
This is a no for
This
me.
is turning in music.
I don't care if you think the beat is dope, man. This is a no for me. I don't at this point. No. It's a no for me. I just keep it in the box. It's a no for me.
Right. Keep it 100.
I let it bleed. I let it breathe. It's a no for me though.
Like, wait, what you doing, dog? What's going on, bro? Like, what is this, man? Like, nigga, first it was a bar fest.
Sip.
Then it was just this one song. It was a bar fest at first. You was born. Then it turned to a blood anthem. Now it turned to a goddamn heavy metal concert. Like, what,
it probably will be
what
Fire
you doing?
Live. Yeah, you're right.
Sunday at WrestleMania, it'll be the Great One, The Rock versus you, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Now, why is this specific part? Why is this part here?
That nigga says Sunday.
Not a huge fan of Rock Wayne. Never been.
Really?
So.
I kind of liked it.
Why is the SmackDown 2009 wrestling music?
Ass beat, man. What the fuck is this, man? Why did they do this? Man?
Sip.
So he wanted the Rock aesthetic, man. This is crazy. It'll be The Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar. Damn.
And then, what the fuck does that got to do with low key, nigga? What the fuck? Oh, I'm gonna YouTube, relax. You think low key would claim that theme, nigga?
That is the Korean version. It smells amazing too. It doesn't smell like baby oil.
I will say, people got to give credit. The first half was really good.
And it's not like I'm not trying to have like this like world-ending revelation. Like, oh my God, Wayne's wife.
Chad said Lil Wayne got fans all over the world, not just people with good taste in music. I love you. Thank you for being here always.
I don't even know what's happening on my screen right now. And I'm not overreacting. I'm genuinely confused at like how you landed on all of this. I don't know how you landed here.
There was no theme to this album.
He had me.
Oh,
lost me.
I feel you, Chat.
Started to have me.
But these are his. These are his fans. These are his consumers.
Me. What the fuck?
What's the name of this song? GG.
Let's see. If I play the guitar, it's gonna be a no for me out the gate. I can already tell, man.
I think this got potential. Do I believe in Wayne, his ability to be resourceful and gather some of the greatest, you know what I'm saying, pieces of potential folk that this could be? If I play guitar, well, you know what this could be? It could be amazing. Will it be? I don't know.
If I play guitar the way you play games with my heart, I play you a fucking song.
What? I teach kindergarten. And this sounds so elementary. If I play guitar, I'm gonna sing it in a different key because he was kind of off key. If I play guitar the way you be playing with my heart. What is this, 90s alternative? I bet you think this song is about you. Don't you? I don't get it. What's the theme to this album?
There's 10 seconds before I start this race, and I can't get my hands
He
off the
said, because
controller.
I will never fall.
Switch into some rap and throw the fucking guitars.
If I play guitar at the bookstore in the
This
mall.
sound like some goddamn Jason Mraz, nigga. It's a I'm yours ass song, nigga. And that's a classic song. I love that song. I just don't want to hear Wayne doing upside down.
But chat lives. We just listened to like 4 or 5 songs where he didn't talk about dope and hoes. Come on now, give me some credit. Welcome to the breakdown. I am De La Clem De La, your privileged host. We just listened to a Millie. We listened to Phone Home. We listened to Dr. Wayne. We listened to a bunch of songs. His very first single was called Get Off the Corner. We just listened to song after song. Got Gator Boots with my pimped out Gucci suit. I mean, we've just listened to all this music across about 2 decades where he didn't talk about dope or hoes. Well, lollipop. She licked me like a lollipop. Hey, Mr. Carter, tell me where you been. Come on. Give me some credit. We literally just listened to all this music where he didn't. You got to understand me. I'm an introspective listener. I don't listen to music about dope and hoes. It don't do nothing for me. So when I put Lil Wayne on a playlist, it ain't because he talking about dope and hoes. a million here, a million there. I mean, come on. Thank you, Lisa. Come on. I'm just saying. He wasn't talking about dope and hoes in Dr. Carter. He wasn't talking about dope and hoes in Phone Home. They weren't talking about dope and hoes in what's the first one we listened to? Not Project Chick, because that is about hoes. You got me on that one. But several songs. I'm the number one stunner. What? Like, these songs were not about dope and hoes. We're talking about, we're not even talking as much about content. We're talking about, I could go on a holiday, but I ain't got nothing to say. Well, keep your motherfucking mouth shut and stay home and go to rehab. No, I said a Millie, Dr. Wayne, Phone Home. These are not low vibrational songs, honey. I get money to that music. These are not low vibrational songs where we want dark energy. That's not dark energy. Dr. Wayne is not a dark energy song. No, Lil Wayne, Will Smith was called corny because he was, honey. He was corny. He was corny. It's not about dark and light. And they're not even talking. Listen to what these reactors are saying. They haven't even brought up the old music like I did. Not one of these niggas have mentioned the old Lil Wayne song. Not one of these niggas have mentioned the old Lil Wayne bar. They're just saying the nigga sings three words and then he goes to a 4-minute hook. He playing the guitar, talking about, if I played the guitar like you played my heart, fuck you, mom and dad. What's that song my daughter always sing? I love you. Don't make me want to change my mind. I mean, we're talking about lazy work here. The production is off. These songs sound like demos. They're not mastered correctly. That ain't got nothing to do with lyrics or dark or light energy. I don't listen to dark music. I listen to my favorite playlist on Tidal I call Prosper. My second favorite playlist I call Move. My third favorite playlist I call Sensual. These are not dark songs. These are songs about making money and living better and having a upwardly mobile mindset and working out and fucking. Those are not dark energy things. Those are beautiful things. And Lil Wayne is in every single one of those soundtracks. But I can't think of one song from this album. Sip, sip. Sip, sip. Which album, which playlist does that fit in with? Sip, sip. I'm frustrated. I get that. I get all the science behind the frequencies and the 6 beats and the da-da-da-da. I know all about that. I understand all that. But that's not even what they're talking about. They're literally just talking about the fact that from the beginning of this album, this nigga has not compared lyrically, delivery-wise, or production quality to who he used to be. And I guarantee you, if Lil Wayne came out as a brand new artist, he would get lost among the shuffle. If this was his first album today and he came out today, his first single was called Get Off the Corner. Okay? But if he came out today with this music, we'd be like, okay. Okay. He'd be another nigga coming out with new music. But he's an icon for a reason. We are not the same. I am a Martian. What's dark energy about that? We are not the same. I am an alien. What is dark energy about that? I communicate with extraterrestrials every single motherfucking day because there are other beings in other dimensional planets that have wisdom and knowledge because their civilizations have surpassed where we are on Earth. We're not even a type 1 civilization. We are a type 0 civilization because our consciousness is not raised to certain degrees. So when a nigga says we are not the same, I am a Martian, we are not the same, I am an alien, I understand exactly what he's talking about. When a nigga says I'm going on a holiday and I ain't got nothing to say, what the fuck are you talking about? The words are part of the song, but you got to understand hip hop, the science of hip hop, the religion of hip hop. The MC is an element of hip hop. The MC is, hold on. Because KRS-One started a church in New York. It's called the Church of Hip Hop. It is an actual religion. So let's take a look at it together. Welcome back to the breakdown. There are 5 elements to hip hop. MCing, which is rapping. DJing, which is turntablism, breakdancing, which is b-boying or b-girling, graffiti, art, and knowledge. Tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. For 1 second, just tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. We talking about hip-hop. Now, MCing, which is rapping, is the spoken word element where individuals express themselves through rhymes, storytelling, and poetry over music. The quality of it in this album is trash. DJing, which is turntablism, is the art of manipulating vinyl records to create music, often involving scratching, mixing, and beat juggling. The production quality of these songs is trash. Knowledge, often considered the 5th element, refers to the understanding of hip-hop's culture, history, values, and social impact. None of that is included in this music. This album is trash when we compare it to the elements of hip-hop. The 5 elements of hip hop by definition. We're gonna skip over a couple things so we don't get too detailed. MCing, DJing, breakdancing, graffiti, and knowledge. MC is the oral. You said lyrics are just one part of it, but lyrics are the first element of hip hop. The air. The air of hip hop. You can't live without air. The oral element of hip-hop is referred to as MCing or rapping. MC is short for Master of Ceremonies and is also often written as MC. In hip-hop, MCing is the act of singing or rhythmically rhyming while a DJ plays a beat. MCing is said to have emerged during the 1970s, but it traces its origins back through African culture and oral traditions that may have been influenced by other sources, such as the Jamaican practice of toasting, giving shout-outs and talking over the music. His MCing here is trash. We just got to be honest and say it's trash. And I'm not trying to change your mind. That's not what I'm here for. I love the conversation. But let's talk about knowledge, which is the mental element of hip-hop. The previous 4 elements appear in nearly every discussion of hip-hop. In nearly every discussion of hip-hop do we talk about the MCing, the DJing, the breakdancing, and the graffiti. In nearly every single element of hip-hop, in nearly every discussion of hip-hop do we talk about MCing. So we can't say the lyrics don't matter. MCing is not just lyrics. MCing is a performance. We're reading a definition together. The performance you're talking about is the breakdancing. That's the breakdancing. That's the dancing part. The term knowledge in hip-hop refers to the straightforward knowledge of how to rap, DJ, breakdance, or make graffiti. But it also refers to other knowledge of a person's needs to be a part of the hip-hop community, such as self-knowledge and knowledge of the social and political issues. Please tell me where any of that is prevalent in this album. Now, we can see it in the music we just listened to from him, and we didn't even go through his whole catalog. I just pulled out about 5 or 6 songs. I just pulled out about 5 or 6 songs. Many have since agreed with the importance of knowledge in hip-hop culture. Hip-hop is often used for social change and as a means to give a voice to oppressed people. Where is any of that in this album? If a person lacks knowledge of the world and their place in it, they won't be able to express themselves or successfully deliver their message. And that's why they said Will Smith was corny, because none of his music impacted the culture. Hold on one second. Let me tell my baby our food is here. Hold on one second. Give me 1 second. Excuse me. I've studied this. We're looking at definitions. We're looking at definitions. Now, you might not agree with the definitions, but these are the definitions. And when you measure something by its definition, that's the litmus test. You might not like the results of the litmus test, but that is the test. I've lived this too. I was born in 1980 in Los Angeles. I mean, I've been listening to hip hop all my life. This is what it is. You can't tell me that Lil Wayne's album measures up to the definition, because it don't. This is trash. This is suregi. This is basura. Some bullshit. Hip-hop is defined. I said what it was before I even pulled up the definition, because I've studied hip-hop. I mean, I speak well and I'm well-spoken and I have a master's degree and everything, but that doesn't mean I don't know nothing about hip-hop. That don't mean I don't know nothing about... This is yours, babe. That don't mean I don't know nothing about hip-hop just because I'm smart and educated. Can I have my cookie too? Uh-huh. See that girl try to jank my cookie? Like I didn't know I ordered a cookie. Okay, but Chat Lives Matter, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about Lil Wayne's album. The title of this show is Lil Wayne Washed? Reactors and the Carter 6. I can't change the subject of the show because the results of this don't make you comfortable. If you're Lisa, baby, Lisa Wilson said hello, honey bunny. Don't get on camera. This ain't for kids. Chat Lives Matter. Respectfully, if you're criticizing criticism of art by consumers, I have to argue with you about that for a second. Because if I just ordered a turkey and avocado sandwich from Subway, don't I have a right to criticize? What's the other chip? There's two. What's the other one? Don't I have a right to criticize it if I'm a consumer? If I just ordered a chocolate chip cookie from Subway and I know these Korean ones, they're the same. Kamjachi. Hold on, what does that say? Kamjachi. Onion and original. Which one do you want? Okay. If I just ordered this cookie from a Subway in Korea, don't I have a right as a consumer to criticize whether or not it's as good as the original cookie that comes from America? Where do I lose my right because I don't make cookies? Where do I lose my right because I don't make Subway sandwiches? Where do I lose my right because I don't make Dr. Pepper? Don't I have a right to criticize what I'm consuming? And I have a membership on Tidal, a subscription. I pay $13.99 every single month. I'm a consumer. I'm the one he's making music for. I'm the one who can download that music and he can get streams and then get paid off of those streams. I'm the one who can play videos on my YouTube show and give him views. Where do I lose my right? I got you. Where do I lose my right? No. We're going to talk about what it is. Because what you said was, You're criticizing the criticism of art by consumers. I'm a consumer. You're a consumer. You can't say music is trash because you don't create music. Well, I actually do create music. But you can't say music is trash because you don't create music. I don't understand that. If that's the case, why are they making music? That, to me, any artist who ever said that would be considered arrogant. Any artist who says, I'm a painter, and because you don't paint and you just look at paintings, you can't criticize me. It was arrogant. We're his customer base. The old and the new, and they all saying this shit is trash. I don't take it personally. This is my hobby. I don't take it personally, but I do everything, you know, with passion because that's who I am. We have a right. It's not a privilege. The man put out an album. He made it publicly available. It's not only available through certain streams or avenues. He didn't have a private listening party that we don't have access to. He put an album. Let me double check and see if that album made it to Tidal yet. Hold on one second. I'm pretty sure it has. Hold on. Boom, 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 ba-da-dum, boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 ba-da-dum, boom, boom. You can't tell nobody how to criticize art. You can't tell nobody that the only way you can criticize art is in the form of art. You can't do that. We can't tell people how they can criticize something. You can't tell me that I need to drop an album in order to compete with Lil Wayne. I don't have to. Can Lil Wayne come and teach a class? Can he put a pivot table on a spreadsheet? I mean, Lil Wayne sent my homeboy to college to be his business manager. Does Lil Wayne know how to be a business manager? No. He hired one. He hired one. He doesn't know about what it takes to be a business manager. That's why he hired one. And anytime you're being asked to listen to somebody's music, you're literally being asked to hire them. You're employing them to give you something, which is music. No, I don't know you're right. That's why I'm arguing with you. If I knew you were right, I would say, yeah, you're right. If Lil Wayne criticized my teaching, I would take his feedback and I would say, I appreciate your feedback. Thank you. I have parents all the time who say, this doesn't work for my child. Can you try something different? I have a student right now who won't speak in class. So her mother has specifically said, certain things you require other students to do, don't require my daughter to do. Okay, you got it. No problem. I'll make sure she understands the lesson in a different way. So instead of making her say, thank you, I say, can you give them a thumbs up if it's okay or a thumbs down if it's not okay? I find other ways to do what needs to be done based on my consumers' feedback. That's what professionals do.